Good afternoon. I am Chris Freeman, and this is my presentation over my digital literacies experience. Okay, I've been using digital literacies. For me, started at a young age. These skills were taught in a variety of different ways that created the individual that you see before you today. I have navigated a plethora of different emotions when learning these skills and different programs. Some of them include this. You can get really angry at a computer really quick. So many almost sheer hate, like you saw originally and with the video, and morphed into a healthy admiration of the product. A lot of products I've looked at over the years have turned out to be very beneficial, and I try to incorporate that as much into my teaching style as I can, whether it be using Kahoot or any other program that or media based that I can use. Throughout the years, I found that time and patience are my biggest allies in conquering these new digital forms of digital media. Each media learned has tested my knowledge and nerves. More than once I've wanted to throw a computer. I have learned many things throughout the years, and not only about digital literacies, but also about myself, kind of understanding what I can do or need to do. Digital literacy training for me started in grade school. Honestly, I can remember being in second grade and learning how to type with computers a lot like these. Then we had the color boards. I remember being in the room and having the color coded. This happened during the mid-90s when technology was becoming increasingly more available for school systems. I remember the color charts for the keyboards that told you where to push when you're typing, that segments letters on the boards. From this point forward, I took every computer class available to me, every time I could get a chance. I even recall my English teachers in junior high setting aside Fridays just for typing class. So it was already starting to be really integrated into the teaching curriculum at that point. And of course, when you use those classes, you also get the I don't know if many of you remember playing the Oregon Trail game. A game that played and taught you about what life was like on the Oregon Trail, and it would show different places and basically things that they dealt with on the Oregon Trail. It was honestly used for social studies standpoint on the Oregon Trail. First few years of my digital literacy years based on understanding the basics of typing and computer use. Not to mention, computers at the time did not do much else. I mean, you had floppy disk, and we really couldn't do much else with them at that time. In high school, I finally realized the potential of being digitally literate. Of course, I didn't know what it was called at the time, but I knew the importance of when I took the courses on website building and computer animation. These classes were taught using the Explore method. Students explored and began the building programs, and then followed models outlined by the on construction. These were far more advanced applications of technology and truly stretched my abilities. I then also worked and took yearbook, which allowed me to learn about digital media display. This is where I learned through exploration and demonstration. We really looked at how to build the yearbook. Here's a little deal. Robert E. Lee, Most Likely to Succeed, class of 1825. The history buff in me really liked that. I thought it was really funny. So that's kind of where I started and really got into the more complex things of computer designing and looking at that. Although these literacies taught me much about not only the basic use of technology, but also the advanced web creation and formatting of media, I did not truly learn my main lessons until I was in the military. While serving, I temporarily was attached to a deployment unit that was designing a program that would take emails and automatically create information changes in the military database system. Today we call it an EPAR system. And there are companies that can come in and set these up for you and put them into your system. Well, we didn't have that at the time. We were actually trying to build our own EPAR system. This was an interesting and frustrating time. We had no guidance, no real model to follow. We were looking up bits and pieces and just kind of piecing it together. We were explorers at the time period when in the military. This experience led to me taking multiple technology classes in college, including my first experience with Wiki. Many colleges use Blackboard and D2L programs on their student interface, but using Wiki was a completely different form of media to me. I luckily took classes that was in person and allowed me to talk to a group to help when dealing with the new media. Wiki was difficult for me to work through at first, but after personal exploration, along with the help from peers, I feel comfortable using it. So here's my Wiki that I created at the time, and then I've created multiple ones since for 2 or 3 different classes, and I've kind of gotten used to them. Google, on the other hand, has many apps that do a variety of actions, such as, and it's hard to ever get to use them all. I personally like the way Google Drive allows sharing work for a home collaboration. This product makes lives much easier for students and professionals with group projects. Google programs like Google Docs are much like a cloud program that allow you to save your work for later, but also allow you to work on it on any device. Google Drive is an amazing product. And it's been easy because I learned about it during the classes that I took with the Wiki. These digital literacies I mentioned above have been my personal experience. In the future, I might decide to hone my coding skills on a product such as WordPress. You're able to build and code your own websites, which is pretty neat. But the tools I've learned prior have prepared me to tackle those complex programs. While instruction in digital technology is helpful through the experience, most insight is gained. It's helpful through experience. Most my insight is gained. I have learned so much just from having patience and working through problems on my own, compared to giving up. So, thank you. That was my little spiel over how my digital literacy has come along.